Priyanka Chaturvedi wanted to make a point. Priyanka Chaturvedi, go ahead, make the point that you wanted to make. I believe you are raising your hand.
So, two things I'd like to say. I was listening to Mr. RPN Singh very carefully. He said Sunday को ये Prime Minister, Monday को ये Prime Minister, Tuesday को ये Prime Minister. अरे भाई साहब, हमारे पास choices तो हैं. मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ RPN Singh जी, Nitin Gadkari ji is doing a fabulous job as a minister. Can you on this channel say that if not Mr. Modi, we want Mr. Nitin Gadkari? Can you say it? You won't be able to say it. You're talking about our differences. Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress versus X versus Y. I ask you, your own BJP MLAs from Manipur are saying that they cannot work under Mr. N. Biren Singh. They have been asking for a time with the Prime Minister of India who's not giving them time. Forget that. Arjun Ram Meghwal, a cabinet minister, he is being accused of corruption by your own MLA in Rajasthan. Forget fighting other parties. Your own parties are fighting your own party is fighting within itself. Can you name one Prime Ministerial candidate
you're saying you have a multi-starrer.
One second,
Chaturvedi, you're saying you have many leaders.
Sir,
are you very clear?
Yeah.
Are you very clear? You will not project a face.
So I'll
are
tell
we
you,
very clear after today's meeting that that your alliance will not project a single face?
I will tell you. No, allow me to complete, Rajdeep. Before RPN Singh comes in, you are stepping in. I'll just say one thing. We are a rainbow coalition as per you, right? With 28 parties. They are a 38-party alliance. We have the audacity of hope that our ministers, our leaders are capable. Reena can feel that her chief minister is capable. I can feel my leader is capable. Can they have the audacity of hope, the 37-party alliance that they have? Can anyone come out and say in the open that yes, my leader aspires to be the Prime Minister of this country and lead the nation, and he can lead the nation? That is a sad reality of the Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies right now. They're desperate to stay in power. They're reduced to just a one-man party, and that is what I say. This is a dictatorial, totalitarian idea of India, which exactly what we are opposed to. There has to be many options of a Prime Minister. I remember at a point in time, you all used to say that there should be many leaders who are competing for the post. Today we have many leaders who are capable, but we will choose a leader once our MPs are elected and once we have a majority. Unfortunately for them, they cannot even aspire for it. And that's the sad truth of where we stand today as far as they're concerned.
So you're making it very clear that any leader will be, you're making it very clear on the show, any leader of this India alliance will be chosen post-election. Sahil Joshi, my colleague, is listening. Sahil, you've been tracking this very intently for the last 2 days. What is your, I'll come back to you, sir. What is your biggest takeaway, Sahil, from what you've seen? Do you believe this alliance is actually working cohesively, or do they still have a lot of challenges that lie ahead of them in actually working out seat sharing? Can the Mahavikas Aghadi model of Maharashtra actually be taken nationwide according to you?
Well, the Mahavikas Aghadi model actually showed the way for India Alliance, and in India Alliance we have seen that many of the partners, including TMC, they first tried on their own. They tried to, replace Congress in some of the states. They couldn't do it, and finally they realized the reality of the opposition parties, and the message which they are trying to show, come out of this particular meeting is that one nation, one opposition. That is kind of a message which they are trying to give. Earlier, just 1 year back, when the Congress tried to do that, it couldn't happen. There were various contenders for being a main opposition party, but now the message which they are trying to give is one nation, one opposition. Number two, as you rightly pointed out, that there are certain things which are yet to be finalized. The first line of the political resolution passed today in the meeting says that as far as possible, they will try and fight together against the BJP. That as far as possible clearly shows that there are certain things which are yet to be decided, specifically with respect to Punjab, maybe Bengal. Fairly in Maharashtra, the Mahavikas Aghadi is now fairly placed because they have been together since 2019, despite various breakaway groups within the alliance. Despite that, they have stuck together. They have this Bohemi, and they will eventually move forward. There will be friction whenever it comes to seat sharing. There will be a friction. because there is no particular...
But you see this alliance lasting and fighting the election together.
It's very clear, because Sharad Pawar himself is now part of the coordination committee, which sends a very clear message in Maharashtra where Sharad Pawar is going to stand despite whatever has happened. So, that message has gone very clear. But this particular line gives a tentativeness to the whole idea of having one-on-one fight with the BJP alliance or with the BJP.
So one-on-one fights in possibly 300, 350 seats is what they are aiming for. RP Singh, does that rattle you? What if this alliance comes up with 350 one-on-one fights across India? कोई डर है कि नहीं?
राजदीप,
कल तक चंगा है.
कल तक 450 से थी, कल तक 450 थे, आज 350 हो गए. चलिए देखते हैं आगे आगे होगा क्या. परंतु let me tell you one more thing. Today I heard Rahul Gandhi talking about some businessman. He never took a name today. Yesterday he held a press conference. I give a challenge to Rahul Gandhi to hold a press conference with Mamata Banerjee, Baghel, Gehlot and Sharad Pawar ji put together talking about that businessman. He can't afford to do that because his party, his colleagues, his so-called Indie alliance are not with him on the subject. So, I mean, they have no agenda, they have no collective leadership. And also, they couldn't pick up one coordinator. I mean,
no, but your leader, RP Singh, 1 minute. RP Singh, RP Singh, bhai, since you mentioned that businessman, let me mention the name. Rahul Gandhi had a press conference where I'm sitting yesterday, where he mentioned Gautam Adani.
Sir,
why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Mr. Adani?
Okay, I give you a challenge.
Why doesn't the Prime Minister, sir, you're not answering my question. Why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Adani?
Sharad Pawar, Mamata Banerjee, Baghel and Ashok Gehlot sit together and take the name of the businessman. He took the name of that businessman in
why doesn't the Prime Minister, sir, you're not listening to my question. Why doesn't the Prime Minister break his silence on Gautam Adani?
Why does he need to? Why is the Prime Minister silent? Because there is some news item and some newspaper outside that to be fed by Soros. Why shall we do it?
In some of the most prominent newspapers in the world.
But we know who is feeding it. We know who is feeding it. Who is feeding it? Tomorrow some newspaper who's files a report about you. So we start challenging you. No,
these are top newspapers in the world.
I accept my challenge. I repeat my challenge.
Okay, Reena, you want to respond?
Rahul Gandhi can't afford it.
Okay. Okay, Reena Gupta, final word. Are you all on one or all these issues? For example, cronyism?
My name is RP Singh. I'm not RPN Singh. I'm sorry. You have been saying RPN Singh. My name is RP Singh.
Okay, quickly, final word, Reena Gupta.
We are very clear, as an alliance, yes, there will be issues, but the desire to work for the country, the desire to work not for one Mr. Adani, the desire to work for 140 crore Indians is so strong that in the coming days we will iron out all the differences. There will be a proper seat sharing agreement. There will be a proper campaign strategy. And you see, India is going to win, Rajdeep. India is going to win. And these crony capitalists are going to lose because the country has had enough of them now.